settle the fight. We don't know what happened. And then, the next thing they said that the passenger is a Yahoo boy. And that is what they do in that area. They come, they pretend to be passenger, that they need a change, this and that. Before you know it, they pounce on that person. Before they start attacking him, he managed to escape from them. The real passenger. But you see that person who came out to say, so it's okay. What it's okay, settling the fight. The next thing like this, they just pounced on him. They even said, when they started saying they are Yahoo boys, that's what they do, The guy ran away. Somebody saw him where he was trying to hide. I don't even know how somebody who is not involved in something ended up being the center of the whole fight, and then he got killed. But the bottom line is that it was the Hausa Fulani Okada riders who took over everywhere and threatened anybody who tried to come their way. It's like they are like waiting, the trouble waiting to happen. So this has now led to, when the whole thing now came open, this now has prompted the Lagos State government, which Sanwo-Iku himself actually declared today. Hear from him. Life is meaningless in Nigeria. Life is worthless. If you have yours now, you can still use it for something very, very worthy, valuable, before they take them from you, because there's no guarantee they can take it anytime.
The whole of Ikeja local government, the whole of Sule local government, the whole of Intiosa local government, the whole of mainland local government, the whole of Apapa local government, and the whole of Lagos Island local government. A total ban on this and all of the highways effective from the 1st of June. This is the first banning that we're going to be embarking on, so that others know that in a short while, either they get out or for something else to do. And from 1st of June, there are LCDs that are underneath them. We're going to publish them. We're going to list all of them. And so we're given the notice now, right? Where you can begin to do your recce, begin to do, your strategy. From the 1st of June, please, we want all of the Okada to be completely off this major road. Let people begin
to... Thank you. Somebody saw, if you are seeing the poll showing up on your screen, it is about the question of Yoruba Rescue Fund and all that, and I use the word right away. The right away there is for a purpose, because there is something I'm going to talk about on that tonight. And there's also some clarity I'm also going to make tonight. Last night, I told you something about the update on the Yoruba Rescue Fund. And afterward, I received feedbacks from many, many of us, especially the brethren of the brethren on the Temple of Truth. So they came back to me. They are not happy. The fact that we suddenly, this is what happened though. This is what I'm still going to come back and talk about, yeah? The fact that we suddenly, on Maiyegun's Diary Political, this space, this platform, where we can do things so independently, so successfully, without taking any goddamn order from any goddamn person. So suddenly, we want to put ourselves under just any person or any group or whatever, and their opinion or what they think or what they say will now become what is our watchword, our guide. So what we now realize is that sometimes being too nice, trying to be nice, trying to be respectful, trying to show some regard, some people take advantage of that. They take a piece on Maiyegun's Diary Political. Listen to this. when it comes to decision making, we make our decisions and we don't give a damn about anybody who possibly feels like is either we are stupid, we are ignorant, or we are proud. Do you get what I mean? I mean, this is Maiyegun's diary political, for goodness sake. This is a parliament. Whatever is decided here is a done deal. So in this regard, I am going to talk about that later, okay? So you are free. You can say no if you don't want it to be done right away. Listen to me very well. I have the feedback of the real people. When I talk about the donors of Maiyegun's diary political, when I talk about my people, when I blow what we call the dog whistle, when I tell my people and say, can we do something? If they say yes, it is insulting. It is demeaning. It is undervaluing for us to now bring ourselves down. Again, I'll come back to that. So you may choose not to vote. You may choose no. But do you know the real donors of Maiyegun's diary political? The real donors of the Yoruba Rescue Fund? The friends of Maiyegun? The real movers and shakers of what happens here? The people that mobilize, the people that raise, that even those who don't give us, who don't count us as anything, they can't look away from us. They said, Maiyegun, except if you choose to hold on. I don't want to get into that spirit yet. I want to be doing it little by little, little by little. When I finish with what I'm doing, we'll get to that part. So don't get yourself so kind of worked up, okay? Don't suddenly, Maiyegun, ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àgbà ni ẹ́. Maiyegun, mo like it. Ṣé orí gbogbo ìgbà yẹn gbà mí wà o. Àwọn ìgbà mí wà tó jẹ́ pé ṣòrí àwọn respect yẹn gbà mí. Tá bá ti fún ẹni tí ò yẹ ká fún. Kò kí ń pẹ́ ká tó sáré discover pé no, tí ọ̀dà àgbà ti gbéra wa léèyàn kan lọ́wọ́ tó ti rò pé òun ju bóun ṣe rẹ̀ tí mo rún kan bẹ́ẹ̀. Àbáwọn kan kóra wọn síbi kan tó believe pé àwọn actually really ní nǹkan kan, opinion kan, advice kan tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú Maiyegun. Èmi ni mo gbéra mi lọ bá wọn. A padà síbẹ̀ later. Ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé yín lọ s'Èkó, mo will go to Lagos. Talking about the rogues who are also telling you that they have something to offer. This is the guy that can crack you up, by the way. Do you get that now? I'll take you there. And that is really wicked. Just listen to what he's saying, because I have something I want to say in that regard. Just before we go to another one. Then our Fabosi Yoruba Rescue Fund. When I get back to that Yoruba Rescue Fund, you will understand that some of you have taken, I have given you, on this platform, we have given you that space. And some of you have overrated yourselves. Many of you. Or maybe, many of you actually underrated who is Maiyegun and his friends. So when it comes to Yoruba Rescue Fund, Ibela ma pari esi, che gboba isin, eni tó bá máa kú ló máa kú, eni tó bá máa kú ló máa kú. On this platform, we will do what we will do. Okay? So don't stress yourself. And that is this guy. Were Wike was in Lagos telling you, Shebi APC don't ruin everything. Shebi APC have, they've done their this. I am not contesting to be vice president. Are you with me? I am not, because as it be so, many of you who are praying, Maiyegun, I told you, Jonathan is not going anywhere. Jonathan will never risk it. Almost you they tell me, now so that they tell us too. So if you like say your prayer be say, may Jonathan shall not disappoint you. Not be say you are interested in anything, Abi. If your prayer fee don't they get answers small. Just like they told us that good luck Egbere Jolantan when he came back from Senegal to London, from London to Abuja, He met with what do you call it? He met with Benue, what do you call the Benue governor as well, and he said there is possibility that he is going to be attending the PDP Congress. So if you are praying that God, that Maiyegun that said that Jonathan is going to APC, God, make that no happen. No. Well, they say amen on your behalf. Keep praying. However, there's somebody who believes that your prayer is answered when he was in Lagos. If you make him your president, his name is Wiki.
I'm not running this election to be vice president. I want to tell anybody, let it be clear. I'm running, I will be president, I'm not contesting vice president. I'm not contesting that. So let nobody tell you, I'm running. That's not my business. My own is not Satara or Natara. My own is, I am running to be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Look at what is happening today. Look, in fact, it's so shameful. I'm collecting form under APC when schools have shut off how many months. I even hear from the Minister of Labour, he has withdrawn now, from what I heard. I don't understand. Schools are shut down, and you are rushing to pick from people. Terrorists attacked at our train, kill people. How many people have been held to hostel? We cannot find them. Somebody's rushing to pick form. What they put the no conscience. No conscience. How can I be a minister and see what's happening in my ministry? I don't care about the loss of lives. I don't care about this. All I care is to go and collect form to the president. This is the kind of country we are in. If you have a strong leader, if you have a courageous leader, if you have a strong person who will say no, enough is enough of this. This is black and this is white. There's so much injustice in this country. Somebody has to say it out and say enough of this has to stop. Those things people think are difficult, I will do it. Those things, heaven will not fall. Heaven will be at peace when you correct things. But you need a strong person who can stand. Not these lily liver people. How many of you have ever seen the challenge to go to one? You know me. I'm not the one anybody will say you cannot predict. Okay, no. You must have a president you can predict. You know what I will do and what I will not do. If you like, put it that way, I won't do it. I will do the right thing. Nigeria must move forward. I went to Katsina State. I asked them, who is the president of Nigeria? He said, Muhammadu Buhari. Where is he from? He said, Katsina. What's your problem? They said security. The governor said, everybody take arms and defend yourself. That is the president's state. It's not, so it's not the issue of where you come from now. Who wants to do this job? Who has the energy? The energy in me is too much. I want to serve Nigeria. I want to serve Nigeria. Don't give somebody, you won't know when he comes down, when he will not come down. Oh, he traveled for over. I'm too strong. You know I'm too strong. Don't forget about people who want to run around stadium. No, that is not the story we're not talking about. That one is something else. I'm talking about strong to do the work. It's not strong to run around the field. There are those who do 100 meters. Let them do their own 100 meters. My job is not to do 100 meters. My job is to stay and work and make sure Nigeria gets better. It's not to go and run around the field. No. Do you have the internet? Yes, I do. I became governor. It's not governor, you will know what happened. I didn't go and pick it. I fought for it. Right? And that's why I know the value. Nobody will dash you power. Power is not dashed. Support me to go and take the power from the APC and bring back to PDP on behalf of Nigerians. It's not every day by kneeling down to pray. Sorry. Thank you. Look, this thing we are going for is not, look, let me tell you, it's not how many times you pray. It's not how many times you pray. Whether you go to the mosque 10 times, not the issue. Whether you go to a vigil, night vigil, 20 times, not the issue. It's not the issue. Having helped those who help themselves. You need to walk. You need to plan and know whom you are dealing with. Who is my opponent? I know them. I know APC very well. Allow me. I'm begging you, delegates, allow me.
We're a wiki. Send me. I will make it happen for you. Come on. All these people who are killing you, doing all of that. I can make all of that go away. Not the same situation whereby suicide bombers. Now, suicide bomber bomb Kanu. But they say now gas. Gas we bomb, we no fire, we fire no day. Shebi they told you that bombing in Kanu. I don't know the number of people killed yet. Suicide bomber. Suicide bomber. That's what happened in Kanu. The Boko Haram and the rest of them, they are going to show you shege. And this is all going to be, it's going to be the pockets of violence here and there. If you get caught up in any of them, say go Bini, you're on your own. But when they tell you, police inside their own chat group, they reported and said suicide bomber came into that place and he bombed and he killed everybody. The whole house collapsed. No fire. Then they went out there. They said it's gas. About me pray for boy. Pray for this guy because he's a witness, eyewitness. Person waiting up, go and survive.
But God intervened. It was a suicide bomber that came, and I want you to pass this information across the way I'm telling you now. It was not gas explosion. It was a suicide bomber. We saw him. So that is a fact. But God intervened.
After our assembly in the morning, I was in a class teaching the students, and all of a sudden we heard a sound. And on reaching here, we saw the explosion and some dead bodies around. And what we are hearing in the news now, that the government are saying is a gas explosion, while what we saw and the sound we hear is a bomb blast sound. As an engineering student, I know what is gas and I know what is bomb explosion. So I don't see the reason why the government will be telling us that this is a gas explosion where we know the truth. So I don't know if they are trying to cover their shame or trying to cover their insecurity in the state.
The Kanu State Commissioner of Police visited the scene to assess the level of damage. He said the explosion was triggered by a gas cylinder and not a bomb.
That is the EOD personnel. You know, if you can see, they said it was an explosion, bomb explosion, but sincerely, it's not bomb explosion. It's gas cylinder explosion.
After concluding just search and rescue.
You see how that man, a police officer, is not a bomb expert. And you know, in Nigeria, when house collapse, everybody will jump in because nobody is coming to rescue anybody. Everybody will jump in to start doing that. The crime scene is already polluted. The person, the bomb exploded and all of that, they change the story. The media continue to say gas. If they say gas, at last, the police officer said it doesn't matter whether na gas, whether na bomb. The whole place don't calm down. Let's just forget the whole thing. That's it. Allah gives, Allah take, Allah protect, Allah just it doesn't matter anymore. That's Nigeria way. It doesn't matter anymore. Whether na bomb, whether na gas, it don't do. Everybody go pray. Those are eyewitnesses, so that was the scene, oh. But you, professor, who knows that we should not always be exaggerating. We should not be always be. They said it's gas explosion, Baba. You know, they person where they cannot talk say na Now, waiting to see be that your government lied to you. How many other lies have they probably, got away with you? So that was in Kanu. Where terrorists, suicide bomber, and many others are getting covered by the criminal government of Nigeria. People are still dying. People are dying. But Yoruba said, you know what? We want to leave. Students said they want the government to listen to them and settle their lecturers so that they can go back to school. And they went out there in Ibadan, in Akure, yesterday, today, or 2 days ago and yesterday, and they had their soldiers, they have police, they have all of them that could shoot a student again, as usual.
Okay.
You get? Those are students running away. Hey, they don't come. Oh, that was accurate. This is
This is what Nigeria everyone come to here to come and do with our peaceful protest. Societal protest. The vision of us. The vision of us. Started shooting. What about Lucky Target? It's happening again. What about Lucky Target? It's happening in those states.
I think that was you, though. Oh, they're running niggas. We are angry now. We will not take it. Yeah. After they leave that scene, now them you go see for APC, PDP. And they will be speaking grammar. You need to understand this is a person who love the student, and all of that nonsense. Student, they are the ones campaigning for politicians. And they are also the ones as well helping. They are rigging machine. Because you see their teachers, their own teachers, their lecturers, who are complaining that they are not well paid. There are lecturers who said that they are not well paid, and that is why they locked the school. Election is coming. Now them they rig election. In Nigeria, university lecturers, they are returning officers during elections in Nigeria. Okay. So every time that they have to falsify figures, cook up figures to bring criminal politicians to power, the university lecturers, polytechnic and colleges of education lecturers, teachers, all of them, they are those who work as INEC returning officers. So when they rig election for these criminals, when the criminals get to power, they steal all their salaries, all their promotion, everything. They are left, they are left poorer, so to say. And then you know what they do? These lecturers, they now turn on the students. So they turn on the students for their survivor, their greed, and every other thing, as long as they can get money, whatever they can do to get money. So the students, you watching me right now, then you turn on your own parents. But remember, your parents are the ones singing. Bo tie dibo, oti wole, bo tie dibo. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate. Shey you get? Now your parents they sing, now them they buy, now them they vote, abi. Now the lecturers they rig. Are you with me? So when the politicians you rigging in a rigged system, when they get in, they steal your lecturer money, steal your education fund, steal everything. Your lecturer too, from his own suffering, his own frustration, he move it on to you. Then you move it on to your parents. Last, everybody start complaining. Guess what, too? Including policemen. The policemen will be the ones to protect the ballot boxes in the interest of different political criminals. Yeah, and they will guide it. They will guide the ballot boxes. It's a long story. The policemen and the military, they will guide the ballot boxes. They will take them to the electoral officers who are the university dons, the colleges of education, all of them. The police will take the ballot to them. And when they finish counting and they need to enter the numbers, the university lecturers will falsify the figure to rig in the thieves. So when the thieves get to power, they steal the money belonging to the police. The money that belongs to the lecturer, the money that belongs to the doctors, the money that belongs to Babalawo, the money that belongs to Mamalawo, the one that belongs to pastor, that belongs to imam, the money that belongs to witches, the one that belongs to wizard, the one that belongs to devil, even the one that belongs to God. Politicians are the only people where they scam everybody and nothing they happen. They will scam witch, they will scam wizard, they will scam pastor, scam bully, scam this. Everybody will come in. Because now all of you go pay tax now. Not be all of you go pay tax. When you pay the tax, politicians loot everything. When they loot everything, they're not born you where maybe you no pay tax. You pay, they rob you, you pay. So after that, it's just like a chain, it's like a vicious circle. If you understand it very well, you would like to break the circle. That's what many of us are doing. We need to break this circle and stop pretending. There's no miracle that is going to happen. Are you with me? So students are protesting. Open our school. You are destroying our future. What is all this nonsense? ASU strike. But guess what? Election is here. And like I said, they will be the foot soldiers, their parents. And then the second stage will be the lecturers who are going to be election officials. Then the politician who is going to benefit from all of them and rob all of them. And they will start complaining, this country, you cannot leave us to continue to suffer like this. I say, if suffer don't tire you, you will rise up, raise your fist, and you will scream, break it up to save lives. You know what I mean? So that's why many of us have saved ourselves the stress, the energy of getting trapped into the backward system called Nigeria. And it is doable. It is doable peacefully, so to say. You get what I mean? So and I believe that there are people who also believe that it is doable, and they are not just saying it or just believing, they are acting on it. Education is one of them. They told you that if you have to say you want to stand on your own, you should be very careful because you may not be able to stand on your own, according to them. But many of us believe that indeed we can stand on our own. And the background where this is coming from is simply not far-fetched, I'll tell you. Nigeria, politicians loot Nigeria. They take their loot out and they bring them over here to come and get properties and do whatever they want and all of that. Like the person who stole 80 billion. What do you want to take 80 billion to if it is not greed? Right? So it's the norm, it's the life, it's what they do, and it is what they expect you to get used to. But what I'm saying to you is that sometimes you need to tell yourself some truth and say, you know what? Why do I have to continue to get used to a system that continues to undermine me? And it has gotten to a stage whereby even your life, the breath you have right now, can be snuffed out of you by all these marauding criminals who eventually get the state protection. You can't continue to pretend about that. You know what I mean? And that's why so many of us felt like as your politicians are looting your country, looting Nigeria and taking everything away for themselves, making everything up for themselves and all that, they are leaving the remnants and the victims of this unfairness, this injustice, because it's an injustice on its own. And then this corruption, the victims of all these corruptions, right? They are our family members, people you know, your old-time friend, your colleague back in Nigeria, all of that. So if you're now in the diaspora, even if nobody gave you a credit for what you are contributing to what Nigeria is clinging on to economically to survive for now, you should give yourself the credit. That's what we do. We give ourselves the credit because we use numbers. This whole thing is about numbers. And I am a man of numbers. I like numbers because it tells the story better. You know what I mean? So you may not know the number of people who are outside Nigeria, who have been pushed out of Nigeria because of the failed system in that place and the continue to fail system, right? But when you look at what we call the remittances back into that country, remittances is what we give back. And what is remittances? These are the funds that we have to give back to support our families who have become fallen angels along the line in a ruined system where somebody can steal 80 billion conveniently, where somebody can steal $1 billion. I'm talking about somebody stealing over where 600 billion naira, 1 trillion naira. I'm talking about guys who have stolen and they have become billionaires in dollars, and they feel like they are untouchable. Nothing can happen. They've ruined, wrecked, and destroyed a place, including our people. Are you with me? So they steal your money and bring them here. You read the story all the time, you laugh. You say God will punish them. God doesn't punish them. What happened is that the reason why many of you have never really felt it that much is because there is, as they are looting you, there's another over $35 billion remittances coming from all of us who are not living in Nigeria. If you are living in Togo and somebody is asking you to send something from Togo to Nigeria, your family members, you are living in Ghana and you're taking care of your family members in Nigeria. That is called remittances, if you don't know. Remittances is not just for those who live in Europe, live in America or Asia. No. If you are living in Benin Republic, that you have to do trans-border transaction to help somebody back home in Nigeria, that money, even though that money is being given to your family member, is being given to your friend, or you are using the money to do giveaway on social media. Let us do giveaway, 1 million. I want to give 100 people, 10, you know those things. Once you pump that money back in there, from outside Nigeria, it is called a remittance, and they are called remittances. And guess what? In figure of value, that's over $35 billion. $35 billion. Man, that is like a 1/3 of Nigeria debt. If to say Nigeria is a country, a real place, it means all of us in the diaspora, which 90% of us are pretty much from southern Nigeria. This is unreliable data, so you may not. But it's not exaggerated. The chunk of those who actually remit money back into Nigeria are mostly from southern Nigeria. Proven facts. When you see people from northern Nigeria, I'm not saying all of them, I'm not generalizing now. When you see people from northern Nigeria who are outside Nigeria, it's either they're outside Nigeria for education. And most of this education are funded by the federal government or Fulani government of Nigeria. No joke. I'm talking about people who are studying abroad and they are living better than you, who is studying and you're also working, paying your fee, paying your school fees, and also paying house rent. And at the same time, remembering your own sister back in Nigeria for this token change they will need to, they need a new phone and all of that. You know what I'm talking about. Nigeria send money to them. You, when you leave Nigeria, if you are a southerner, and you're not a member of the a member of the family, so a family member of any politician in Nigeria, now you go to send money back to Nigeria, okay? But a few of these guys from southern Nigeria who are outside Nigeria, children of politicians, family of politicians, relative of all of these people, when you see them outside Nigeria, they send money from Nigeria to them. But all of us, people like me, all of us where they work, clean toilet, clean office, do guide there, what is it called? Go and do night watch, do peke, go and work in the toilet, go and watch plate, go and do all those work, and including all of you who are doing professional jobs. I'm talking about all of you who are actually like high flyers. I don't like me how they talk about you. Not to they get swollen head, because sometimes what I'm talking about right now is not really so something you experience, so to say. But people like us, we walk inside toilets, where they do quick, you know what I mean? Freshen up for Puna, freshen up. We love, you know what I mean? Many of us who have to jump out on the bike early in the morning. Guess what? The chunk of that money, is not even for us to take care of ourselves. It's not even to provide a better life for ourselves. It's not even to give ourselves some sort of or make our flex small. Most of that money go back into that Nigeria. They give us a figure. And that's over $36 billion. That's far more than what your politicians are stealing from you. That is what is holding Nigeria little. If to say what they are looting from you, if they are not, if what we are remitting back, if you add down, maybe life for better small, life for be like South Africa. Are you with me? But for be like South Africa small, you know? But they are criminals who take from you. We are people who have left Nigeria because we are forced out mostly. Many of you watching me right now, you are waiting for your time. You are waiting. Some of you there on top of a mountain now, they pray. Some of you don't do everything they talk, say, you do prayer, this, prayer, that. Your visa will come in the next 1 week. Your visa will come in the next 1 month, right? Because you won't leave, Abby. You are just going to add to the number of those who are going to be paying refund, what do you call it, back to save Nigeria, because that's what we do. So we now said, if we now decided that we want to take 1% of that, of 1% is even too much. There are many of you who send, what do you call it, who send $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 pound sterling, you know, back to Nigeria every month. Some of you send money to Nigeria every week. Now your money make up that total number they are talking about, that 36 billion. So we now said that rather than continue to fund and help Nigeria to stay together in this regard, while a politician continue to milk your Nigeria, how about we invest our money where we want our mouth to be? And we have done that on many occasions on this platform, and that was what gave birth to the intervention fund that we named after Sunday Igboho. We did that so well, so well enough that we decided that we could go public, we could go further, we could reach more people. We could even, it's not just about reach. I mean, it's not about money this time around. We decided that we can actually do this in a way that every Yoruba person, Yoruba son and daughter, wherever you are all over the world, right? You will have something called a sort of a connection through a community that is outside what we have right here, social media, on and off of it. That's why we came together and said, how about we put together a fund that is not just a fund. It is going to be a stream, a lifeline that can continue to show to Yorubas what it is that we are missing and we are losing out on every single day that you wake up and you still realize that you are part of Nigeria. The battle is ours. The battle is theirs. If something we in the diaspora are seeing that they are not seeing, how about we explain that further to them? Now, so we discovered that there are already people who are already telling Yorubas that we deserve Yoruba nation. Before many of this group that you are seeing today, before many of them came out, managed to put themselves together, and they fought for the struggle to the point that you are seeing today. Hi, Maiyegun. I have been talking, promoting, propagating, and even fighting, calling attention of whoever care to listen to why Yorubas should begin what? To get out of Nigeria. I have been saying that all the time. At some point, I even said, how about we get all the Yorubas interested in the politics enough that if they discover that those who are actually holding them down, they are not the Hausa Fulani, they are not the Igbos, they are not any other people that many have told you to suspect in the name of they love Yoruba land. I said, if you are politically conscious, if you are politically aware, if you are not always politically correct, it will be easier for all of us, right, to know that kokoro to njefo na idea for e dey live. Kokoro to njefo na idea for e dey. Those who are holding us down, who impoverished us, who strangulated and choked us to this level in Nigeria, they are Yorubas, and you know their names. So we listed that out and we said that the people need to know. If they do, yeah, of course, we can get rid of all these, what do you call them? All these betrayers, we call them, so to say. They had a chance of defending Yoruba land, but they decided to make money for themselves. And for decades now, our people have been the worse off for it. But now when we can say, Omo, we have the capacity. Yes, we do. I remember for like about 6 months. You remember when we were like saying, how can we help? How can we help those who were promoting Yoruba nation and all of that? How can we be of help? You guys are back there. We are in the diaspora. We can rally around for you. I mean, if we are part of those remitting over 35 billion back to Nigeria, Yorubas, we are part of those who are remitting the money. Yeah? So 35 billion, that's a lot. And if all of you are championing for Yoruba nation, for the sake of Yoruba people, Yoruba land, we expect you to at least let it be homegrown. Take it to the people. But let's thank God for Sunday Igboho, who was stylishly, some of you may have forgotten, Igboho was stylishly dragged into Yoruba nation struggle because his image could sell. Igboho came out and he said, they are killing my people. I have evidence. I have gone after them many times. This, it should not be accepted. All of you Yorubas, Yoruba sons and daughters all over the world, you may not know what is going on. This is real. Igboho spoke out. Many Yorubas listened. And guess what? It was an opportunity for everyone who said they are championing for Yoruba nation to quickly tap into Igboho. Ilana Yoruba even tapped into Igboho. But among those who tapped into Igboho, dragged Igboho into Yoruba nation, it is only Ilana that stayed longer. That is why when a time came for us to intervene, and when we got to know about all the abracadabra, the jeun, all of this, we are raising money here, we are raising money there, Igboho here, Igboho there, and until when they depleted people, and people stopped giving them their money. I didn't know until I said, shouldn't we get involved and just stop talking? Now, Una said more will get involved. Nobody Una said more will get involved. Maiyegun, we need to do it. Maiyegun, we need to go. We have to do it. It was my getting involved. That was when I get to know that, as a Yoruba nation, majority, some of you have been so consistent about this whole campaign, especially many of you in the diaspora. We now discover that many of you are just I am using this word because it was when I started trying to say we want to get involved. Now so then start different meetings. Or more see meetings. People who were supposed to be fighting for Igboho Abi. It became so much of an engross, and that was when I started knowing names. They have more than 30 different groups. And many of the members of the groups, they are mostly the same. You will see this person, you will say, our group, we have a group, the leader is in South Africa. We have this group, they are in France. We have this other group, they are in Dublin. Another group in America. Another this one. They shall model the whole thing. Listen, I wouldn't know. Shebi me, I be one Igidaduro, one man mopo, Maiyegun. You know me. I'm just here. And then you told me that we cannot just keep talking. Let's get involved. Then we got involved. Getting involved, I realized that, oh boy, 1,000 they happen on top Yoruba nation. I then started asking questions like, are you guys actually for Yoruba nation or what? It doesn't sound like you guys actually like yourselves. When I talk to this one, what he's going to tell me about that one is so terrible, so horrible. When I speak to this one, what they are going to tell me about those group, and then they start saying this group, they told us that they are raising this, they want to get lawyer for Igboho. This one group. I was like, what's going on? Well, you know me. I came here. I played nice. I told you then, I said, our intention is not to go into competition with anybody. We just want to help. I mean, if you guys are real, if your intention is genuinely about Yoruba nation, we want to help. Okay? But we're going to start with Oloye Sunday Igboho. This whole thing, clear. Clear. This whole thing, everybody just, all morning, so they started telling me characters. I started knowing people. The real people who have turned Yoruba nation to business. I'm going to give them till the 4th of June. It doesn't even matter anyway. At some point, I'll begin to mention their names, okay? Including the Baba Akintoye himself, Baba Adeniran, and so many other characters behind the scene. Those who are pulling the string, those who felt immediately, they felt so intimidated. They initially thought the fundraiser we are raising, we are going to pack the money and give the money to them. Now we take ourselves to them. We took ourselves to them. Then suddenly they said that Igboho is comfortable in prison. Simply because we said we are not happy that Igboho should remain in prison. They said, no, don't worry. We don't want anybody to, we have been doing everything. That's it. Among all of them, they are fighting themselves. These are people that I don't know. You know me, I didn't know anybody initially. They are fighting themselves. Maiyegun, no, don't worry. We are, yeah. But they just said that, that Maiyegun don't raise money. Raise money? How? No joke, within 14 hours, the guy don't raise over 15,000 pounds. Within under 24 hours, they've raised over 15,000 pounds. Whose name is that? Whose name are they using to raise the money? Igboho, they say Igboho. What is the money for? They said they want to get lawyer for Igboho. What nonsense? Which lawyer? We are the one paying for lawyer now. We are this one paying for lawyer. Everybody is paying for lawyer. That's the genesis. So to some of you who don't know the reason why they said that Yoruba Rescue Fund, that Baba Akintoye came on Maiyegun's diary political to say, we trust you with this, with that, all those sweet words. It was because of the money we raised. They were surprised. How? We have been doing everything in this social time. Nobody give us money. What is going on? Who is that Maiyegun? So the first thing they did was to say, we don't know him. He's not one of us. We don't know about the money. This and that and all of that. You remember that story? People started calling me. Maiyegun no vex. Maiyegun no vex. Go and talk to Baba Akintoye. Baba Akintoye want to talk to you. It's because they were not explained to you. I was like, me, I know they under any goddamn person's control. If I manage to talk to you, now respect that they give you. Trust me, it's not pride. No, it's not pride. I have been told many times that if I don't pay respect to some people, if I continue to talk the way I was talking, that I was going to fizzle out. That was what they told me. People who told me then, years ago, that if I continue to go on the way I was going, I was just going to waste away. I was just this, Many of them are now joining me. Some of them have even turned to friends. And they will tell you, I have been watching you for 7 years. Many of them didn't like me 7 years ago. I was called Maiyegun Diary, one man mopo. That was how they made me say, go and I was like, Baba Akintoye that came to Maiyegun's Diary political. And we said, Baba, how can we help you? Do you have a central account that we can all tell everybody to go to? Now, so they go back, they go front, they go side, they go left, like Baba Chia. They have no direction for over 7 months until we said we want to do something because we have the capacity to, don't we? And so then drag me, can't drag Baba. Like say, I actually needed anybody's blessing, anybody's approval. I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not pride. Wherever you see on Maiyegun's Diary political, I actually hand it. It's not a fluke. Do you understand? But if I talk to you, honestly speaking, consider it an honor. And if you don't feel enough that you are in the presence of Maiyegun, you can go to hell. You can tell me to go to hell too. Now, so these people shock. Everybody just came from everywhere. Maiyegun, Baba. And then they are like, Baba didn't mean that. He didn't mean to deny that he didn't know you. He didn't know about. It's because you didn't. Nobody told us. You guys are overrating yourselves. Honestly speaking, you are. Our intention, I said, if your intention is to help the Yoruba people, I want to see you do that. I don't care. I will raise money and you will get it. Just do something. You know? But in the spirit of, they have released Oloye Sunday Igboho. They have released Oloye Sunday Igboho. In that spirit, I just danced along with everybody. Stylishly. These people started believing that I actually have to talk to them. I actually